Imagine you are sitting on a couch petting one dog, then another dog walks in. Suddenly, the first dog squeezes between you and the other dog. It pushes its head under your hand. It leans against your body. Maybe it even barks, paws at you, or tries to block the other animal from getting closer. At first, it looks simple. Maybe the dog just wants attention. But what if something deeper is happening? What if that animal is not just reacting to touch or food, but to a relationship? What if animals can feel something that looks a lot like love? And even something that looks a lot like jealousy? To understand this, we need to go deeper into animal intelligence. Because intelligence is not only about solving puzzles, using tools, or remembering where food is hidden. Sometimes intelligence is emotional. It is the ability to recognize another individual, to remember them, to miss them, to choose them, to compete for their attention, and maybe, in some cases, to fear losing them. For humans, love is complicated. It includes memory, attachment, trust, hormones, habits, and imagination. Animals may not describe love with words. They may not write poems. They may not think about relationships the way humans do. But many animals live in social worlds. And in a social world, who you trust can decide whether you survive. A dog that stays close to its human may get protection. A wolf that bonds with its pack may hunt better. A bird that chooses the right mate may raise stronger chicks. An elephant that remembers family members may stay safer during danger. So when we ask, can animals feel love? The answer may not be a simple yes or no. The better question is, what kind of love are we talking about? Look at dogs. Dogs are one of the clearest examples because they have lived beside humans for thousands of years. A dog can learn your routine. It can recognize your voice. It can read your body language. It can notice when you are excited, angry, calm, or sad, but dogs do more than react. Many dogs seek comfort from their owners when they feel stressed. They return to familiar people for safety. They show excitement when a loved person comes home. They may even become upset when attention is given to another dog. That does not mean a dog understands jealousy exactly like a human. A human might think, this person is replacing me. A dog may not form that sentence in its mind. But the behavior may suggest something important. The dog recognizes a social bond. It notices when that bond is being interrupted. And it tries to restore its place in the relationship. That is not random behavior. That is social intelligence. And this is where it gets even more surprising. Jealousy may not require human-level thinking. It may come from a more ancient emotional system. Imagine an animal that depends on a partner, parent, or group member. If another animal takes that attention away, the first animal could lose food, protection, mating access, or care. So jealousy-like behavior may have evolved as a kind of emotional alarm. It says, pay attention, this bond matters. In that sense, jealousy is not just drama, it can be a survival signal. But here is the strange part. Animal love is not always soft, cute, or simple. Sometimes it looks like loyalty. Sometimes it looks like grief. Sometimes it looks like protection. Sometimes it looks like patience. Elephants, for example, live in complex family groups. They recognize individuals. They follow older matriarchs. They respond strongly when a family member is in trouble. And they may show unusual attention toward the remains of other elephants. We should be careful not to say they feel exactly what humans feel. But their behavior suggests that memory and emotion are deeply connected. An elephant does not need human language to remember a companion. It does not need human culture to form a bond. Its intelligence is built for a world of family, migration, danger, and survival, and elephants are not alone. Some birds form strong pair bonds. Certain parrots become deeply attached to companions. Penguins, swans, and other species may cooperate with mates to protect eggs and raise young. In these animals, attachment is not just a nice feeling, it is a system. A bonded pair can defend a nest, share duties, recognize each other as calls, return to each other after separation. To us, it may look like love. Scientifically, it may be described as bonding, attachment, pair cooperation, or social preference. But whatever word we use, the behavior points to something powerful. The animal values another individual. And value is one of the roots of emotion. But that is only the beginning. Love and jealousy can also appear in animals that live in groups. In a group, attention matters, rank matters, friendship matters, alliances matter. Primates such as chimpanzees and monkeys often form social bonds. They groom each other, support each other, compete with each other, and remember who helped them in the past. A grooming partner is not just a grooming partner. It can be protection, it can be status. It can be safety during conflict. So when another individual interrupts that bond, tension can appear. Again, this does not mean they are thinking like humans. But it may mean they are tracking relationships, who is close to whom, who is trusted, who is a rival, who gets attention. That kind of thinking is not simple. It requires memory, recognition, emotional reaction, and an understanding of the social world. This is why animal emotions are part of animal intelligence. A lonely animal may seek contact. A bonded animal may protect a partner. A young animal may call for its mother. A social animal may compete for attention. These are not just random movements, they are clues. Clues that the animal's brain is not only asking, where is food, but also, who is important to me. Humans often make one mistake. We think animals must feel exactly like us, or not feel at all. But nature does not work that way. Animals do not need to write love songs to form attachments. They do not need to understand marriage to choose a mate. They do not need to say, I miss you to search for a missing companion. Their emotions are shaped by their world. A dog's love may be built around closeness, scent, voice, routine, and safety. An elephant's bond may be built around family memory and protection. A bird's attachment may be built around cooperation and raising young. A primate's jealousy may be built around alliances and social rank. It may not think like you, but it may be thinking in a way that is perfect for its world. To understand why, we need to go deeper. Emotions are useful. Fear helps an animal avoid danger. Curiosity helps it explore. Anger helps it defend. Attachment helps it stay close to others. Jealousy may help it protect a valuable bond. In the wild, being alone can be dangerous. A young mammal that stays near its mother is more likely to survive. A pair of birds that cooperate may protect their nest better. A group animal that maintains friendships may receive help during conflict. So love-like feelings may not be just beautiful, they may be practical. They may be nature's way of saying, stay close to the ones who help you survive. And jealousy-like feelings may be nature's way of saying, do not lose an important connection. The real question is not whether animals are smart. The real question is how many forms of intelligence we have failed to notice. Because emotional intelligence is still intelligence. It is not math, it is not language, it is not technology. But it is the ability to live in a world full of relationships. Which brings us back to that dog on the couch. When it pushes between you and another pet, maybe it is not being silly. Maybe it is not simply demanding attention. Maybe it is reacting to a bond it understands in its own way. A bond made of smell, memory, routine, comfort, and trust. The next time you see an animal nuzzle a companion, guard a friend, call for its family, or squeeze itself between two others, pause for a moment. It may not be love exactly as humans define it. It may not be jealousy exactly as humans feel it. But it may be something ancient, something emotional, something intelligent. A reminder that animals are not empty machines moving through the world. They notice, they remember, they choose, they care. And sometimes the heart of animal intelligence is not found in a puzzle box. It is found in who they refuse to leave behind. Subscribe to Tony Explains Animals to discover how animals think, feel, learn, and survive in ways that may surprise you.